Alright. First off, we want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Power, Abanawa Yahweh. We do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Mashiach Yahweh Shah, the one who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Me being Levi, a lot of people know I'm Levi already. I have a job to do. Let's get real quick. What's it? I want Leviticus chapter 10. Leviticus chapter 10, and we're going to read verse 10.
Come on. This is the book of Leviticus, chapter 10 and verse 1.
Verse 10.
Chapter 10?
Yeah, chapter 10, verse 10.
So
we're going to read 10 and 11.
Leviticus chapter 10 and verse 10.
Mm-hmm.
And it says, and that ye may put difference between holy and unholy.
Now, this is the Most High giving word to Moses to give to Aaron and his sons. And he's saying the Levites, the priests, they're supposed to put difference between the holy and unholy, right? Read on.
And between unclean and clean.
And between unclean and clean. Basically, we're supposed to give the law, right? Read on.
And that ye may teach the children of Israel all the statutes which the Most High hath spoken unto them by the hand of Moses.
Right. So our job is to teach the law basically to Israel, to make sure that Israel does not go off. Make sure that they know what they're supposed to do to follow and praise the Most High Power. Let's grab real quick Ezekiel chapter 44. Ezekiel chapter 44, I believe what I want is the verse 23. Yeah, Ezekiel 44, 23.
This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 44 and verse 23. And they shall teach my people the difference between holy and profane.
Now, when you read this, Ezekiel 44, this is actually in the kingdom. This is when we come back in the kingdom and the Most High set back the Levites to the spot that they're supposed to be. This is what they're going to do. You feel what I'm saying? Anything from Ezekiel 40 to the end is all kingdom connotation, right? So he said, and they shall teach, to talking about the Levites. I'm not going to read the whole thing. You read the whole thing, you see it. But for anybody, y'all go back, y'all could check the whole chapter out. But he says, and they shall teach my people the difference, right? Read that again.
And they shall teach my people the difference between the holy and the profane.
That's what the Most High wants us to do. That's our job, right? Read on.
And cause them to discern between the unclean and the clean.
Right. Read on.
And in the controversy, they shall stand in judgment.
And the Levites were going to stand in judgment how we supposed to, right? Read.
And they shall judge it according to my judgments.
We're going to do what the Most High wants us to do. How he judge. How he wants us to judge, we would judge, right? Read on.
And they shall keep my laws and my statutes in all my assemblies. And they shall hallow my Sabbaths.
And we shall hallow the Most High Sabbaths. That's the job of the Levites. Supposed to push that law heavy. Like, I know brothers and told me before, I'm strict. I heard brothers tell me before, I be strict on that law. And I can't help it. You feel what I'm saying? That's in me. That's in me. The Most High made me like that. I push that law heavy. And it's a reason. Let's get, what is it? Let's get, because we're going to start today at Genesis 1. And we're actually going to go through that whole law. I'm make sure we go through that whole law every week. Every Shabbat, like today's a Shabbat, Saturday, we're going to go through the law. You feel what I'm saying? So we're going to start today at Genesis 1 and 1, see how far we get. And we starting a little late today. We still got to go out to camp. So we're going to see if we can get 1 and 2 in. Most likely it'll just be 1, but we're going to at least get 1 in. Right? So, but real quick, let's get Malachi. Before I go on, Malachi chapter 2, and this is why that I got to make sure I push this. Malachi chapter 2. Malachi, that's the last one in the Old Testament. Malachi chapter 2. And we're gonna start from the top.
This is the book of Malachi chapter 2. And now, O ye priests, this commandment is for you.
Right, so the Most High, he's putting something out. He letting it be known. This commandment is for you, for the priest, right? Read on.
If ye will not hear, and if ye will not lay it to heart, to give glory unto my name,
which we supposed to do in everything, give glory to the name of the Most High power, right? Read on.
says Yahweh of hosts, I will even send a curse upon you.
Right? He said if we don't do that, if we don't glorify his name in everything we do, he's gonna send a curse on us. This is a commandment to the Levites specifically, right? Read.
And I will cause your blessing.
And he said he'll curse our blessing.
So I can curse your blessing.
Now, when you actually reading the blessing, which we're not going to go into right now, but you read the blessing, Deuteronomy 33, and you could read Genesis 49, but mainly Deuteronomy 33 verse 8, I believe, 33, 8 and 9, where Moses lets you know the Urim and Thummim is going to stay with the Levites. You feel what I'm saying? That's a blessing from the Most High. And it was cursed. That blessing was cursed, and we see it now with voodoo. You feel what I'm saying? The Levites had specific powers and spells, you could say, that the Most High let them do, allowed them to do. And it's cursed now by us doing voodoo. You know what I mean? We use it on the left-hand side, right? But read on.
Time. I even sent a curse upon you, and I will curse your blessings. Yea, I will curse them already.
He said, I have cursed them already. He already cursed them. We all cursed. Levi is on the bottom of the Western Hemisphere. Out of all of Israel, Levi is at the bottom. And we're going to read on. It's going to say that. But he said he cursed them already. He cursed our blessings with that voodoo, right? Read on.
Because ye do not lay it to heart.
Because we don't keep the law. We don't push the law like we're supposed to. Right? Read.
Verse 3, behold, I will corrupt your seed and spring dung up on your faces.
He said he's going to corrupt our seed and spread dung upon our faces. And there's some of them ceremonies, some voodoo ceremonies, where they actually put dung on their faces. Where they actually put feces on their faces. You feel what I'm saying? Like he said, he cursed our seed, corrupted our seed. Haiti is violent. It's bad, you know what I mean? But come on, you keep on reading.
Even the dung of your solemn feast, and one shall take you away with it.
Right, read on.
And ye shall know that I have sent this commandment unto you, that my covenant may be with Levi.
Might be with Levi. He said we're gonna know that it's the Most High. There's a president actually that I forget which president it was. It might have been the one that just passed away, but I remember he was saying something like, "Yo, all these earthquakes and hurricanes is hitting Haiti because there's too many homos over there. Homosexuals, slacking for my language. Homosexuals over there. You know what I mean? So that's why it's getting cursed. Because they knew that was coming from the Most High. The Most High is punishing them because they supposed to be doing better, right? So he said that my covenant might be with Levi, showing it's not just the priests. The Levites, any Levite had to step up to that position. No matter what, a Levite had to step up to the position. There was a specific group that the main priest came out. But when a Levite came into that area, they had to get work inside that temple or doing something for the temple. You know what I'm saying? So we're supposed to step up to that position, right? Saith the Most High of hosts, right? Read on.
My covenant was with him for life and peace. And I give them to him for the fear wherewith he feared me.
Right. When we read into that, when we see Eleazar and all with Mashah, Moses, and how they was doing, they feared the Most High. Moses said, yo, who's with me? All the Levites stood up after they made that golden calf. All the Levites stood up and killed, 10,000 men? All the Levites stood up for that. You feel what I'm saying? Eleazar, when the Simeonite came in with that Midianite woman, he killed both of them. Like, what you doing in here? I'm not supposed to be in the tabernacle. You feel what I'm saying? Right? Read on.
And was afraid before my name.
Right. We feared the Most High. Read.
The law of truth was in his mouth.
And
iniquity was not found in his lips.
Right. Read on.
He walked with me in peace and iniquity.
Right. He walked with us in peace and did turn many away from iniquity. Right. Levi. Even Levi, lawyer, in Hebrew means joined to me. That's what it means. And we all got our names from the Most High. He gave us that. Joined to him. Like we are literally, Levites are literally joined to the Most High. Right? Jump down to verse, matter of fact, yeah, you right there. Read on verse 7.
For the priest's lips should keep knowledge.
The priest's lips is supposed to keep knowledge. You're supposed to spread that, teach that word, right? Read.
And they shall seek the law at his mouth.
Right. So we should be constantly teaching that law. So we're going to make sure we go into that law today, right? Read on.
For he is the messenger of the Most High of hosts.
That's our job. That's the job of the tribe of Levi, right? But read on.
That's a heavy job.
It is. It is. Very serious. Yo, it shows like, yo, even when you look at the sacrifices, right? The sacrifice for the Levite going off is the same exact sacrifice for the whole nation of Israel going off. You feel what I'm saying? Like it shows if we go off, the whole nation of Israel go off. Like the Most High takes that very seriously. Like even the condition that Haiti is in right now is because of this, right? Read on. It tells you right here.
Verse 8.
Come.
Verse 8. But ye are departed out of the way. Ye have caused many to stumble at the law.
Right, which is what we did. If we're not keeping the law, the rest of Israel not keeping the law. You know what I mean? So we had caused them to go off. Right? Read.
Ye have corrupted the
covenant.
The covenant of Levi.
We corrupted the covenant of Levi. Again, it's not just the priests. All tribe of Levi is supposed to step up to this position. Right? We corrupted the covenant of Levi. Read.
Said the Most High of hosts.
Right? Read on.
Therefore have I also made you corruptible.
Contemptible.
So like it contemptible.
Uh-huh.
And base before all the people.
So he made us contemptible and base before all the people. We are looked down amongst all of Israel. We are at the bottom. We are in the worst condition. Haiti's in the worst condition out of all the tribes. You feel what I'm saying? On the worst condition, we are contemptible. We're looked down. People like ugly, dirty Haitians. You know what I mean? Like the worst out of all of them, right? Read on.
Therefore have I also made you. Like what was that?
Where you at again?
Like
okay, according as
and base before all the people, according as ye have not kept my ways, but have been partial in the law.
Right. So because we was partial in the law, that's why we're going through that. That's why we going through that curse right now. Right? So let's go to Genesis 1. We trying to break those generational curses. We're gonna push all Levi to step up and actually start teaching this law. We gotta really get back into this law. You know what I mean? I remember seeing Gorilla Hebrew going through all this stuff before. He was pushing that, which is a beautiful thing. We got to get into that law. Prophecy is a beautiful thing, of course. We need to know that, the gospel, but our people need to know how to serve the Most High. How you going to get that is by the law. So we're going to start from Genesis 1 and go all the way through. Right?
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 1 and verse 1.
And
in the beginning, the Most High created heaven and earth.
So in the beginning, this is not before this was the angels made and all that stuff. This is literally talking about the beginning of the creation of earth. When it's talking about the heavens, it's talking about our sky. Like when you look at this word, I got all my things here. Let's see if I can actually pull it up here without trying to get you out of here, brother. Give me a sec. Let me see if I can pull it up. The Blue Letter Bible. Can you see my screen or no?
Yeah, I can.
All right.
It's just used to.
All right, but I'll just read it. Blue Letter Bible. Give me a sec, people. They always want some money. Let's see.
You going in the Strongs?
Yeah.
Here it is.
Oh, you got it pulled up? All right, so I don't even gotta do that. Yeah, you go to that.
In the beginning.
Go to that. Now it's saying, damn, where is it at? How do I get back to you? Can you still see me out? I don't know why I be doing this. There we go. All right. Yeah, all right. So we had read the heavens. That's H8064, Shemayim, right? And it reads heaven, heaven, sky, visible heavens. The visible. That's the first one used. Visible heavens.
Wait. Is that Strong's 880?
Huh?
Is that Strong's 880?
Strong's a blue letter Bible. Okay, yeah. Yeah, there you
Yo,
go.
what book is that?
He got the Strong's.
Okay.
The Hebrew
Hebrew dictionary of the Bible. Yeah, this is the Strong blue letter Bible I went into. When you see that first one that pops up, it says visible heavens, the visible heavens, sky, as abode of the stars, you know what I mean, so on and so forth. But that first one that popped up, that's what it's talking about, the visible heavens that we can see, right? But you can read on.
Verse 2. And the earth was without form and void, and darkness was upon the face of the deep.
Yeah, so the earth was without form and void. They had to shape this up, right? But read on.
The Spirit of the Most High moved upon the face of the waters.
And we know the Spirit of the Most High be the angels. Yahweh Shah was mainly the one called the Spirit of the Most High or the Angel of the Most High. You feel what I'm saying? But the angels is moving upon the face of the waters. So there was actually waters here before the earth was created, right? But read on.
And the Most High said, let there be light. And there was light.
And the Most High said, let there be light. And there was light. Now, of course, we all see the sun and moon is not even created yet. This is actually talking about another light. There was a study, I want to say that was in it was in the Forbes of 2017, and the astronomers actually found out that there's a light that existed way before the earth was even created. They say it started from the Big Bang. That's what they think. But they was hearing the sound of radiation. I don't know if anybody could try to pull that up. You want to pull up the article, Forbes, the first light. Try that, first light in Forbes 2017. But they saying they hearing a sound of radiation. They couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Come to find out, supposedly, how they put it, it was coming from the center of the universe. Right? This is not from any first light learning.
Forbes?
Huh?
On Forbes?
Forbes, yeah.
The magazine?
Yeah, Forbes. Right, this is Peter Forbes. First light journey. This is not it. 2017. Co-found First Light and recognized they very... Nah, this is not it. You try it. Here, actually, this is the Washington Post right here. This might be it. Mysterious radio burst came from a galaxy too. For the is this it?
I found something.
What you found?
Mine is slow, but
Here it is. I got mine at ForbesAdvocate.com.
I got scientists uncover the origins of the first light in the
yeah,
universe.
That's
Yeah, same thing here.
it.
Show on the camera. What?
Yeah, I try to. Forbes. I don't know if y'all can see that. Forgive my nail. I know my nail looking crazy. You can't see it on the computer.
Mine was from Forbes Advocate. I don't even think you can see that shit.
Yeah, you can't see
that's
it.
bright.
Yeah, Forbes Advocate.
But I'm gonna read a bit of this. It says, when we look out at the universe today, highlighted against the vast empty blackness of the sky are points of light, stars, galaxies, nebula, and more. Yet there was a time in the distant past before any of those things had formed, just after the Big Bang, where the universe was still filled with light. So they understand that way before stars was even created, before any sun, before any planets, there was light out there. Science has proven that Genesis 1:1 is actually a fact. You feel what I'm saying?
Oh, praise
It says, if we look in the microwave part of the spectrum, we can find the remnants of this light today in the form of a cosmic microwave background. But even the CMB is relatively late. We're seeing it light from 380,000 years after the Big Bang, which, you know, they make up their numbers. It is what it is. We ain't worried about that. Light, as far as we know it, existed even before that. After centuries of investigating the origins of the universe, science has finally uncovered what physically happened to let there be light in space. They quoting.
You quote the Bible.
You know what I mean? They see that this is facts, right? It says, let's take a look at CMB first and where it comes from, going way back in 1965. The duo, I should actually look this early and see which part I really want to get. I'm gonna read on. It says, in 1965, the duo of Arnold Penzias and Robert Wilson were working at Bell Labs in Holmdel, New Jersey, trying to collaborate a new antenna for radar communications with overhead satellites. But no matter where they looked in the sky, they kept seeing this noise. It wasn't correlated with the sun, any of the stars or planets, or even the plane of the Milky Way. It existed day and night. It seemed to be the same magnitude in all directions. So this light was just everywhere. You feel what I'm saying? It says, after much confusion over what it might be, it was pointed out to them that a team of researchers just 30 miles away in Princeton predicted the existence of such radiation. So a few different scientists is seeing the same thing, trying to see what's going on here, right? Not as a consequence of anything coming from our planet, solar system, or galaxy itself. So they're definitely saying, yo, this is not no planet. It's not coming from our solar system or galaxy, but originating from a hot, dense state in the early universe from the Big Bang. So from the creation, from the beginning, this light was there. Right? Now, that's all the proof I need. I ain't going to keep on going. It's a long article. Whoever get a chance, go ahead and read all of it. That'd be great. And anything that corresponds with that. But we seeing basically that science is saying there's light out there. Right? There's light out there, and it's been there from the beginning. And this is cooperating with the Bible. And there's no way the Bible's going to, you know what I mean, predict something like this. You know what I mean? If it wasn't real, if it wasn't true, right? So he said, and God said, let there be light. Oh, Slakia, go ahead. You read that.
4. And God saw the light, and it was good. And the Most High divided the light from the darkness.
Right, and we see in the skies darkness out there. You know what I mean? So-called outer space or whatever. You know what I mean? That darkness out there, but they got that light too. He separated that, right? So you can read on.
And the Most High called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And the evening and the morning were the first day.
And the evening and the morning and the first is the first day. Now we see how creation even started, right? It's from dark, then light. And he said the evening and the morning, that word for evening, actually pull up your blue letters real quick. Because the way we're taught in English, evening would be like during the afternoon, sometime in the afternoon when the sun is starting to go down. But when you actually, and that's how I looked at it for a long time. But when you actually look at that word comes from, we're going to pull that up real quick.
Can you do that on my phone? I don't know how to.
All right. The evening, which is Irab, is H6153. Right? And it says outline of biblical usage, evening, night, sunset. Evening, sunset, night, right? We're going to go down. Brown Drivers Briggs lexicon, it says evening absolute. So that's when the sun goes down, when the sun is absolutely set, which is when it's dark. Why is this popping?
Yo, my phone sucks, Obama.
Yeah, we're going to try this one.
Yeah, that would be worth better.
Your screen kind of dark, though.
You can turn it up.
Yeah, let me go back. Here we go. H6153. Evening, morning. All right. Yeah. So the brown driver says strike out absolute sunset. It's absolute. So it's when it's dark, when it's completely dark out. That's when the evening is. So it's sunset, right? So from dark to light was the next day, right? And then also too, let's get here. You can grab me that. Grab me 2 Peter's chapter 3,
In a blue
verse
letter?
8. Nah, you say where you at.
All right, come.
2 Peter's 3, verse 8.
Well, that also proves too, right, that the day starts at the evening.
Come. The evening and the morning is the first day. And every day that he says after that is going to be the same exact way. The evening and the morning was the first day. You got it? 2 Peter's chapter 3, verse 8.
But, beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day.
All right. So one day to the Most High is as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years to the Most High is one day. So all these things that we watch, that we're gonna go through, and that we're gonna see, we shouldn't automatically think that, okay, today this pops up, the light popped up today, tomorrow that pops up. This is over expansive time that the Most High has these stuff being created. So it'd be like around 1,000 years. So the earth, they say earth was created in 6 days, so that it took around 6,000 years to fully create everything that the Most High wanted created.
That's in Genesis, right? That's in Genesis. That same precept is in Genesis.
Which one? 1,000 years?
A day to man.
That's Peter's. That's Peter's.
Peter's, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember ever seeing that in Genesis.
Genesis, okay.
Yeah, 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8, the brother just read.
Said
Read
it.
that again.
Call it out.
2 Peter chapter 3, verse 8. But, beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with the Lord as 1,000 years.
One day with the Most High is as 1,000 years, read.
And 1,000 years is one day.
And 1,000 years is as one day. So a day for us, a day for the Most High is like 1,000 years for us. Right? And there's other scriptures we could go to prove that also. It says, we'll be saved in the third day. You know what I mean? After Yahushua died, which actually is pretty much now. You feel what I'm saying?
Pretty much now.
Yeah, pretty much now. We waiting for him to come back down. But yeah, go ahead. Keep on reading.
Verse 6. And the Most High said, let there be a firmament, Salakia, be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
Now remember, the earth was without form and void, and it had waters, right? So Most High is saying, all right, boom, we're going to create a firmament in the waters to divide the waters from the waters, right? So what we seeing is in the heavens, right above this firmament, is waters. Feel what I'm saying? What form it's in, we got waters above us. You know how when they went to, because the clouds are inside the firmament. Let's grab that too. Grab that scripture real quick in the Blue Letter Bible. We're gonna pull up firmament. But it says they open the floodgates of heaven to let the flood for the earth to flood. You feel what I'm saying? Rain has to come down. You feel what I'm saying?
Firmament?
Yeah, firmament. Firmament. We're going to grab this scripture. Hold on. How you do that? How you get to the tools part?
Go back on the back button. Let's see. So, firmament. Right there.
Firmament, interlinear.
2nd Ezra chapter 6 and verse 41. Upon the second day thou madest the spirit of the firmament, and commandest it to apart asunder, and to make a division betwixt the waters, that the one part might go up and the other remain beneath.
Right. And we actually we're gonna go into 2nd Ezra probably a little later also. That same area in chapter 6. Because that basically that talks about this whole creation story. The Most High showed Ezra pretty much everything he showed Moses. You know what I mean? But when we read this, right, and that was good. I'm glad you went there. When we read this firmament, extended surface. This is about outline biblical usage. Extended surface, solid, right? Solid. It's like, it's a solid surface. Expansive firmament. Expanse, flat as a base support. Firmament, a vault of heaven supporting waters above. So letting you know there's waters above. Considered by Hebrews as solid and supporting waters above, right? Let's go down real quick. Solid, if beaten out, expanse. That's in the Brown Drivers Briggs. This is the Jessenius Hebrew Chaldee Lexicon. It says, which this came out, the Chaldee Lexicon that came out, I want to say 1869 or something like that. But it says, it's like a hemisphere, which a hemisphere, we know a sphere is like a circle. A hemisphere is half a circle. That's what it means, right? So he said, spread out like a hemisphere over the earth, like a splendid, lucid sapphire. So this is how they breaking it down. So you look at the sky right now, that blue color, like a splendid, lucid sapphire. So it's saying it's like a solid, the heavens basically is saying it's solid. You feel what I'm saying? It's a big, solid, kind of like a dome, which kind of supports that so-called flat earth theory. You feel what I'm saying?
That's funny, because the reason I had that precept on deck was because I was debating a flat earther, not just last week. That's actually where that came from.
Yeah, it kind of supports that, you know what I mean? Whether it's, I don't want to say it's just like that, because there's a way, but it says it's a hemisphere, you know what I mean? It's a half circle that's going over this earth, and it's supporting it. And it's separating the waters from above from the waters underneath. Right?
Con.
But yeah, let's read that again.
Verse 6.
Con.
And the Most High said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters.
Right, so he said, let this divide the waters from the waters. So we see that there's waters above the heavens, and there's waters, of course, we know there's waters underneath. Right, but read on.
And the Most High made the firmament and divided the waters which were underneath the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament.
Right.
And it was so.
Right, so the Most High divided all that, right? But read on.
And the Most High called the firmament heaven,
Mm-hmm.
and the evening and the morning were the second day.
Right, so he called the firmament heaven, which you see in the heavens. We call the sky heavens, right? And he made the earth. Earth is Aratazah, right? Read on.
And the Most High said, let the waters under the heavens be gathered together unto one place, and let the dry land appear, and make it. And it was so.
Right, so everything was everywhere before. He said he gathered all the waters together in one place, made him oceans and seas, and he made land, gathered all the land in one place. Now, when you look at the earth too, you look at all the continents, they pretty much fit in together. They fit in together. Supposedly there was a place called Pangaea before. Now, there's a big earthquake that you can actually read about in the scriptures. I should have got that. I didn't think about it before. But there's supposedly a big earthquake that was well known. You feel what I'm saying? And that's where they say everything split up at. Everybody knew about this earthquake. You know what I'm saying? So everything supposedly split up from there. But before that, all the earth was together. Right? But read on.
Verse 10. And the Most High called the dry land earth, and gathered together of the waters called he sea.
Right, so he gathered all the land together, called it earth, Aratazah, which means land, and gathered all the waters together and called it the seas, right? Read.
And the Most High saw that it was good. And the Most High said, let the earth bring forth grass, and herbs yield seed.
Right.
And the fruit tree yielding fruit after his kind.
So before any animals was created, anything, the plants was created. Right, so he brought up the grass, yielding the seed, fruits, all that stuff, right? Read on.
Who seed it in itself upon the earth, and it was so. And the earth brought forth grass, and herb yielding seed after his kind.
Right.
And the tree yielding fruit whose seed was in itself after his kind.
Right.
And the Most High saw that it was good.
Right. So he's saying all this was good. Now, you keep saying the Most High, so I should have brought this up. When we look at the word God that's used here, the word God is actually a plural word. Let's grab that real quick again.
Strong's?
Yeah, grab the Strongs and pull up God.
Where's that? I want to know about that earthquake too.
Say that again.
I was trying to figure out about that earthquake too. I never heard that.
Right. Let me see. I'm gonna try to Google that. Give me a sec.
Yeah, no doubt. Okay.
So,
So I got my phone being taping right now. I'm gonna have to use this phone. All right, now the word God right here is Alahayim, right? H430. I'll get out of this. It's not what I wanted, but actually it tells you. No. What did I just do? This is just this. It's going all over the place. There you go. Try this one more time.
The RAM is no good.
There we go. Alahayim H430. Click on here. It says Elohim, plural of Alahaya. Alahaya, which is H433, is singular. When you see that, that's talking about the Most High most of the time. But Alahayim is plural. That's used for the angels. That's used for people, right? I'm going to read here outline of biblical usage. Rulers, judges, divine ones, angels, gods.
So, right here, the angels are doing this work?
Right. It's the angels and Yahweh Shah. Let's get on real quick. John 1:1. And I need you to get me to your Google real quick about this. Oh, there you go.
Come on, I got John.
All right, you could call it and read it.
It's the book of John, chapter 1, verse 1. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God.
He said, in the beginning was a Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Now that Word is Yahweh Shah. Yahweh Shah is the only begotten because he was spoken of the Most High. Now, when you actually look in the Greek, I don't know if you can pull that up. If you want to pull it up on the blue letters. All right. When you look it up in the Greek, those two where it says gods, those two gods are two different words. One says theos and one says theon. Now, theon is only ever used for the Most High. You won't see that used for anybody else. Theos is used for people. That was used for angels. That was used for Yahweh Shah. That was used for even Satan. You know what I'm saying? So it's saying the Word which was with God, the Word was with Theon, the Most High, and the Word was a God, was a theos. That's how it says it in the Greek, right? So read on. And that's easy for anybody to go and look in. You could look at the words. It's two separate different words. Right? But read on. Damn, unlock this for me.
Chapter 1, verse 2.
Uh-huh.
The same was in the beginning with God.
Uh-huh. Same was there with the Most High in the beginning, right? Read. When everything was created, he was there in the beginning. Read.
Verse 3. All things were made by him.
All things was made by him. So the angels, the world, everything, right? Read.
And without him was not anything made that was made.
And without him wasn't anything made that was made. So he had a hand in creating everything, right? Come. Check to try to find this great earth.
Hey, I'm in class. I'll call you later.
Give me a sec. Let's go back to Let's go back to Genesis. See, I gotta find the right word, and I'm actually looking for it now. The earthquake. I can't remember where it was at. Oh, actually, this might be a different earthquake. This might be after that Pangea. When do they say Pangea happened? Which they can't prove that anyways, to be honest with you. Because they try to say that was like billions of years ago or something like that. Which it had to be way less when it split.
That's their, what do you call that? Carbon dating or whatever they call it.
Right. The biblical.
Which they themselves will say is so inaccurate that they might as well not use it and then still use it.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, but there's actually this might be this actually I'm thinking of a different earthquake that was in the Bible. I'm thinking this one is talking about the time during Uzziah. So I think I was mistaken, but I'm gonna look back into it later on. I'm gonna make sure for sure. The earthquake in the days of Uzziah. Yeah, that was after. That should be after the Pangea. Over 200 years later, Prophet Zechariah predicted the future earthquake. Zechariah 14:5. And you shall flee the mountains, for the valley of the mountains shall reach unto Ezel. Yea, ye shall flee like as ye fled from before the earthquake in the days of Uzziah, king of Judah. So there's another one too that talks about that earthquake. I believe it's the same one. So I could be wrong. I might not be talking about that one for Pangea. So if I am, forgive me, but I'm gonna look more into it.
We'll come back to that later.
Con. But yeah, let's go back. We go back to Genesis.
Verse 14.
Uh-huh.
And the Most High, so
that's where we was at, right?
Yeah, because in the
evening, read 13, read 13.
And the evening and the morning were the third day.
And the evening and the morning was the third day, right? But read on.
And the Most High said, "Let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day from the night."
So he said, "Let there be lights in the firmament." In the firmament, not outside. How they try to say, oh, the stars is outside, outer space. The sun is outside, outer space. The moon is outside, outer space. It says,
they just changed that.
Huh?
You hear that on space.com, they just changed that. They were like, oh, we think that the moon is now within our atmosphere because of...
I didn't know they said that.
Yeah, go to NASA, they just changed it. This is a couple months ago. They just changed it because they said that the wavelengths or the substance between our known atmosphere, the stratosphere, and the troposphere and all that, and the moon seemed to be about the same, that it extends to about the moon's position. So now they are saying that the moon is now in our atmosphere. Like,
yeah, that's great. Yeah, I just seen a video, right? I know I sent it to Shapat. I don't think I sent it to any of y'all. I can't pull it up because it's on my phone, and I'm taping right now, but because I know I got it saved in my messages. I'm going to try to put that up too with this. But it shows somebody went up there in the sky. He above the cloud. First of all, I done seen many videos where you see the moon and the sun and you see clouds behind it. You see clouds behind. How the clouds going to get behind it if it's not even here? You feel what I'm saying? It don't make sense. But you see the cloud like it's inside the clouds. But there's one video I seen. This guy, he's up there in the sky. He high up there too, above everything. And he's showing the camera, boom. You see the sun on one side, like he over the sun. He's over the sun, he's over the moon. It's like during the afternoon time with the sun going down, moon coming up. And he over all that.
The little quadcopter that he made and he ran up there with his phone.
Oh, yeah. I seen one of those too.
Somebody do that, and it was all over the news, and they took it down real quick, like they just took it off.
Yeah, all their lies is getting exposed now, right? But yeah, he said, so he put, read that again, 14.
And the Most High said, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens to divide the day and from the night.
So these lights is in the firmament, inside. So it's inside the earth, inside the in the earth area, to divide the day and night. Right? Read.
And let them be for signs and for seasons and for days and years.
Then we got that. Our moon is for our signs, our days, the sun for the seasons and years, so on and so forth. Right? But read on.
And let them be for lights in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth. And it was so.
And they give light upon the earth, right? Read on.
And the Most High made two great lights. The greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night. He made the stars also.
So he gave the greater light, the sun, to rule the daytime, and the lesser night to move the light, right? Read.
And the Most High set them in the firmament of the heavens.
So he set them in the firmament of the heavens. In the firmament of the heavens, right? Read.
To give light upon the earth.
To give light upon the earth. Let's grab real quick Psalms chapter 19.
It says that to you on your phone too. How NASA now says that our atmosphere extends past the moon that's on your messages there.
The water. And I'm gonna send that other video later on too. Okay, Psalms 19, we're gonna read chapter 4 to 6.
Says 19.
You can read it.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 4. Their line is gone out through all the earth, and their words to end of the world. In them hath he set a tabernacle for the sun.
He set a tabernacle for the sun, right? Read.
Which is as a bridegroom coming out of his chamber.
So like a bridegroom, he's describing how the sun is. The sun is like a bridegroom coming out of his chamber, right? Read on.
And rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race.
And rejoices as a strong man to run his race. A strong man running the race is moving, right? He's running his race. That's what it's saying the sun is doing. When the sun comes out, it's racing across that sky. The sun is moving around the earth, not the earth around the sun. Right? Read on.
His going forth is from the end of the heavens.
So he's coming from one side of the earth. It says the sun rises in the east, right? Read.
Forth, and his circuit unto the ends of it.
And ends in the circuit, meaning he going in a circle. You feel what I'm saying? But he's and to the end of it, which is in the west. So it sets in the west, right? Read.
And there is nothing hidden from the heat thereof.
It is nothing hid from his heat, right? Let's grab on real quick. Psalms 93 and 1.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 93 and verse 1. And the Most High reigneth. It's like it reigneth. He is clothed with majesty. The Most High is clothed with strength. Wherewith he hath girded himself. The world. Like the world.
Right, earth. Read.
Also is established.
Established, meaning it's firm. It's sat there. Right? Read on.
And it cannot be moved.
And it cannot be moved. The earth is sat there. That's how it's saying. When established, it's there like this table. It's put there. So you're not just, it's not going to move on its own. It's there, established right there. You feel what I'm saying? But he's saying it cannot be moved. Nobody can move that. Real quick, let's grab on 1 Chronicles also. 1 Chronicles chapter 16. We're going to read 16 and 30, and then we're going to move on.
This is the First Chronicles? This is the book of First Chronicles, chapter 16 and verse 30. Fear before him all the earth and the world also shall be stable, that it be not moved.
Right. So the earth is not moved. The earth is not going nowhere. There's even another scripture that says the earth is his footstool. You know what I mean? Your footstool ain't moving all around. You know what I mean? But yeah, we could go on though. Let's get. I just wanted to get that real quick. So the earth is not circling the sun at all. It's not circling the sun. The sun is circling the earth.
It's a big misconception.
Right.
Verse 17. And the Most High set them in the firmament of the heavens to give light upon the earth.
Right. So that's their whole purpose, to give light upon the earth. That's why he gave them to us. Right. But read on.
And to rule over the day and over the night. And to divide the light from the darkness.
Right. So you got the sun ruling over the day and the moon ruling over the night. Right. Read on.
And the Most High saw that it was good. And the evening and the morning were the fourth day.
And the evening and the morning was the fourth day. So that's when he created the sun and moon. Right? But let's read on.
Verse 20. The Most High said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creature that hath life.
Now, and this is something I actually heard. The first person I believe I heard say this was from Sakari, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. First person I heard bring this out, which is, powerful thing. The elders from back in the days, way back, a lot of people always thought, and we all thought and taught that the creation was actually on the sixth day. The creation of man was on the sixth day, but when you really look into this, the creation of man was actually on the fifth day. Adam was chosen on the sixth day, right? But the creation of man was on the fifth day. When you look at this, right? Read that again, verse 20.
And the Most High said, let the waters bring forth abundantly and moving creatures that have life.
He said, abundantly the moving creatures that have life, all the moving creatures that have life was supposed to be brought during this day. Like we see on the sixth day, it goes into the cattle, creeping things specific. Right here, it's all the other ones that has life, right? Read.
And fall.
The fowl, which is birds.
That may fly above the earth in the open firmament of heaven. And the Most High created great whales and every living creature that moveth. Great
whales and every living creature that moveth, right? Rich, read.
Which the waters bring forth abundantly. After their kind. And every wiggled fowl.
Winged.
And every winged fowl.
No problem.
After his kind. The Most High saw that it was good.
Right, read on.
And the Most High blessed them, saying, be fruitful and multiply, and fill the waters in the sea, and let the fowl multiply in the earth.
So he said, be fruitful and multiply, which we see, that's actually a commandment given to man also, be fruitful and multiply. We know, has any one of us came out of water or haven't came out of water?
We did.
We did, right? Right. When she's about to give birth, she says her water is broken, right? Let's get 2 Ezra chapter 8. 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 8.
You going deep today?
We get some understanding on this.
2 Ezra?
Yeah, 2 Ezra chapter 8, verse 8.
This is the book of 2 Ezra chapter 8 and verse 8. For when the body is fashioned, now in the mother's womb.
So when a baby is fashioned, right, when it's made and created in the mother's womb, right, read.
And thou givest it members.
When their members starts to grow, their fingers and toes and all that stuff, right, read.
The creature is preserved in fire and water.
Preserved in fire and water. That natural light and that water, right, read.
And the 9 month doth thy workmanship endure. The creature which is created in her.
Right, in 9 months, that baby is in that water, within water and fire in that womb. You feel what I'm saying? Let's get 2 Ezra chapter 6. 2 Ezra chapter 6, and for time's sake, because it's almost 3 o'clock, it's getting late. For time's sake, we're gonna just go through 6. We're gonna start at 47.
47?
Yeah, 47. We could read down to 52.
This is the book of Ezra, chapter what was it, chapter 1,
Mm-hmm.
verse 47.
Nah, chapter 6.
Oh, I'm there. Chapter 6, verse 47.
Uh-huh.
Upon the 5th day,
Now again, we on the 5th day. Upon the 5th day, what happened?
thou settest unto the 7th part,
Uh-huh.
where the waters were gathered,
Uh-huh.
that it should bring forth living creatures,
Right. So bring forth living creatures, right? Read.
1,000 fishes,
Uh-huh.
and so it came to pass.
So it came to pass, right? Read on.
For the dumb water
Uh-huh.
and without life brought forth living creatures at the commandment of God, that all people might praise thy wondrous works.
The whole reason for that, him bringing up these creatures, is so that all people, but it says, brought forth living things, not creatures, on verse 48. For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of God, that all people might praise thy wondrous works. They was brought, people was made on the 5th day to praise the Most High.
For all living people.
Right? Y'all see that, right? Praise to praise the Most High, right? Read on.
Then didst thou ordain 2 living creatures,
Uh-huh.
the one thou callest Enoch,
Uh-huh.
and the other Leviathan.
Leviathan, you could read about him extensively in Job. You feel what I'm saying? There's a few spots that talk about him. But Leviathan basically is a sea creature that rules the waters. It was created to rule the waters. Now, when they talk about Enoch up here, Enoch is representing man. The word Enoch itself, Kanak, means, matter of fact, you pull it up in the blue. Kanak means dedicated or to dedicate. You know what I mean? And when you look at the etymology of it, it goes back to train up, like a child, basically. You feel what I'm saying? To raise up. So he gave when you look in this, he's telling you who he gave what to. He gave the seas and waters to Leviathan, the fish-like creatures and so on and so forth. But Leviathan that rules that, and he gave the earth to man to rule the earth. Right?
So this doesn't have the Apocrypha.
Oh, right. I'm bugging. Well, yeah, you can pull up Enoch anyways, though. Enoch is in the script.
Found it?
It's bugged out because, Babylon is a great godless city. And they mention Leviathan under the name Tiamat. And there's a hero that slays Tiamat named Marduk.
Say that again? Salakia.
Yes, Marduk. Marduk in the
Okay, yeah.
is the Babylonian account of history, in which case Leviathan is mentioned under the name Tiamat, T-A-I-M-A-T. And Marduk slays Tiamat and takes her scales and throws it out over the earth, and this is where plants and animals grow from. I find it interesting that the Most High says that that the serpent slithered after he was made. He was walking around and then he was cursed as a serpent in a garden, running around with plants and animals. I find their perversion quite interesting, and even more so now.
Now I feel you. We're gonna actually get into that too, because that's that's something deep. It's definitely, when they talk about a serpent, it's not a serpent. You know what I mean? But yeah, we're gonna get into that. Yeah, but Enoch means dedicated. You feel what I'm saying? And then we go to the etymology of the word from H2596. Kanak means to train, dedicate, inaugurate, to train up. You feel what I'm saying? So that's where it comes from. These are basically people that had to be trained up to the Most High, right? But let's keep on reading. It says, there 49.
Then didst thou ordain 2 living creatures, the one thou callest Enoch, and the other Leviathan.
So Enoch representing man, and Leviathan in the sea representing the ruler of the sea beast, basically, right? If I read on.
And did separate the one from the other for the 7th part.
For the 7th part, right? Read.
Namely, where the water was gathered together.
Right, read.
Might not hold them both.
Right, so we both couldn't survive on land, right? Or in the water, right? Read.
Unto Enoch thou gavest one part, which was dried up the 3rd day.
Right, so he gave earth to Enoch, to man, right? Read.
That he should dwell in the same part. wherein are 1,000 hills.
Right, so that's the earth, that's the land. He gave that to Enoch. Read.
But unto Leviathan thou gavest the seventh part, namely the moist, and has kept him to be devoured of whom thou wilt and win.
Right, man. Yeah, because once we get the kingdom back, it said that we're actually gonna kill and eat Leviathan. You feel what I'm saying? But read on.
Upon the 6th day thou gavest commandments unto the earth.
All right, so that was the 5th day, and now it's going into the 6th day. So we see that this creature was given a land. This is not no bird. You feel what I'm saying? It's a living creature that was given control of land, given dominion over land on the 5th day. Right? Y'all see that? All right, so let's go back to Genesis. Again, and that's good when y'all get a chance, go over 2nd Ezra 6, the whole thing, because that's basically he's just going right into the same thing, the creation story, and he's giving you a little more understanding on it also.
It's like I lost my place.
You good.
19?
Where's we at? 2nd Ezra, Genesis 1 and go to 22.
22? Verse 22.
Actually, 23.
Verse 23. And the evening and the morning were the 5th day.
So that was on the 5th day that they was created. Leviathan, Enoch, and the fowls of the air was all created on the 5th day. Right? But read on.
And the Most High said, Let the earth bring forth the living creatures after his kind.
Now all the rest of the living creatures are being created on the 6th day. Right? Read on.
Cattle and creepy things and the beasts of the earth after his kind.
Right. So now the cattle is being created, the felines and canines and all the creeping things and stuff like that, the insects and so on and so forth. They all being created now. Right? Read on.
And it was so. And the Most High made the beasts of the earth after his kind, and the cattle after their kind, and everything that creeps upon the earth after his kind. And the Most High saw that it was good.
Right, so everything was complete, everything was beautiful and good. Read on.
And the Most High said, Let us make man in our image.
So now it comes to the choosing of Adam. You feel what I'm saying? He said, let us make man in our image, giving us judgment, giving us that law. You feel what I'm saying? Letting us be able to be rulers of everything and gods on earth. You feel what I'm saying? So read on.
And after our likeness, and let them have dominion over the fishes of the sea, and over the fowls of the earth, of the air, and over the cattle.
Right, so he gave us dominion over everything. We the only people that we the only creatures created that really can actually communicate perfectly to each other. You know what I'm saying? Communicate perfectly, be able to engineer and make things and do control everything. So we are gods on this earth compared to every other beast and creature. Right? So we have dominion over everything. Read.
And over all the earth. And over every creepy thing that creepeth upon the earth.
Right, so he put us above everything. Right, read on.
And the Most High created man in his own image. In the image of the Most High created he him. Male and female created he them. Right,
so he created male and female. This is before Adam. In all honesty, this is in all actuality. This is before Adam. He created man and female. Right, but read on.
And the Most High blessed them, and the Most High said upon them, Be fruitful and multiply, and replenish the earth, and subdue it, and have dominion over the fish of the sea, and over the fowls of the earth, and over every living thing that moveth upon the earth.
Right, so he gave us dominion over everything. Read on.
And the Most High said, Behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed, which is upon the face of all the earth,
right,
and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree, yielding seed to you, it shall be for meat.
Right, so he gave us all that, the herbs and all that stuff to eat. He said anything yielding seed we can eat. Right, but read on.
And to every beast of the earth, and to every fowl of the air, and to everything that creepeth upon the earth, wherein there is life.
Right.
I have given every green herb for meat. And it was so.
Okay. Read on.
And the Most High saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. And the evening and the morning were the 6th day.
And that happened on the 6th day, right? So we're going to shut this down. We're going to shut this down for now. Next week, actually, I'm going to be in Dallas, so I won't be able to. I might not. I might. I'm going to see how it work out. I'll let y'all know for sure. Either we'll pick this back up next week at chapter 2, or we'll do it the week after that. You know what I'm saying? But we're going to go into, what do you think about that, everything that we went through?
Man, what you were just going over, the fact that man is created on a separate day from which I had never seen it.
Say that again?
And it makes entire sense now that I'm sitting here looking at it. And I'm like, wow, yeah, there's just every time I talk to you, there's something new I learn.
All praises.
All praises to the Most High.
I have been 4 days too late for the Sabbath for as long as I remember. Like, he was killing, you know what I'm saying?
All praise to the Most High. Like he's unlocking our understanding of a lot of things, and we all constantly growing in it. I'm still learning new stuff myself. You know what I mean? I see some elders still learning new stuff themselves. You know what I mean? So
just what the elder was bringing out, what Oz was bringing out a couple weeks ago about actually we're playing catch up. We didn't know. We're the ones who just now hopped on the deck, like all of a sudden we're brand new, and you know what I'm saying? But like that's the way it was made to be.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Yeah, so we just gotta stay diligent, stay in these scriptures, stay prayed up fast, so the Most High is gonna open up our mind and give us more knowledge, wisdom, and understanding as we go on. You know what I'm saying? But with that, we give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High. We about to go out here, hit these streets, and spread this word. Right. You know what I mean? Next time, you already know we coming out there very soon. Like I said, we're gonna set that. We was talking about that actually last night. So we're gonna set that trip up. After I get back from Dallas, we're gonna see when we can set something up to come out there. All right?
We got good food in Seattle?
Yeah, I know they got good food.
I just think of my stomach right now.
Yeah, but
we go. See how many camps is up and down Pike Street, man. And I actually got to the point where they said there was a bunch of political issues and they all had politics between each other and they all had to move to different sections of the city or something, It's whatever, man. It's,
Yeah, it is what it is.
I don't involve myself in the particulars of those kinds of things.
Right. It is what it is. The Most High say, when he singing how we shot back, that's when all his watchmen is actually gonna see eye to eye. So we just waiting for that day. You know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, with that, Shalom, Mark.
Shalom.
All right, fellas, I appreciate all y'all, man. No doubt.
Likewise.
We're gonna be on here again too. We're gonna do the same exact thing again. Shalom.
Shalom, King.
All right. And okay, he got off. And that's it. Shalom, Mashpika.